I got sidetracked by the cold pasta out there.
Cold pasta?
Yeah. I hear my favorite movie's on.
Again? Yes. Makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Do you think, oh, you know what? I was going to say we should turn off this big light and just have the Christmas lights glowing around you. But you won't be able to see, the stuff. It's too bad because I bet it'd look cool.
Probably.
Okay.
Can you see everything on the table?
No, I've got myself focused straight on you.
Okay.
Do you want me to back up a little bit?
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my intro and then I'm going to say, so you want to learn how to be a ghost hunter. And then as soon as I say hunter, I want you to come in with the camera, like a real cheesy, like zoom in, zoom out. It'll be like an infomercial. And then it'll just be funny.
Are you telling me what to do right now? I mean, aren't I kind of good at the producing part? Loosen up. Shake it off.
All right. This is not part of the ghost hunting kit.
That ain't chapstick.
You could have asked before we started filming.
What the hell? When did we get 3 freaking cameras?
Don't worry about it. 4.
Oh my god.
Hello campers and welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. We are 8 days into this and we are having so much fun communicating and talking with you guys every day and you guys getting a little glimpse into our lives. Today I thought we would do something a little fun. A question I get asked a lot is, what's in your bag? And what does it take to do what you do? So tonight we're gonna show you. So, you wanna be a ghost hunter. And what does it take? How much stuff do you need? Well, let me show you. What is in Rochelle G and Sunshine's bag? Now obviously this takes multiple bags. You don't need all this to do what we do. However, when you're trying to produce a YouTube channel as well and document and collect as much evidence and credentials as you can, you really need all the help you can get. You need more than one pair of eyes, you need more than one camera, you need all sorts of stuff. So we're just gonna go real quick through what is in our bag, parentheses S. This is about 6 bags worth.
Where are the balls that we use? Because those are really good.
Oh, I have no idea. Everything that we're going to go through today, I'm going to leave a link down below to where you can find it if you are interested in getting your own set of whatever the heck you feel like you need. So that will be down below. Don't forget to check that out. And without further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing we utilize most often is the GoPro Hero 8, which Sunshine is holding on to right now. You won't be able to see that because she's holding on to it. It is a GoPro, much like this little guy here. However, this is the very first generation GoPro. She's about 10 years old and she's still kicking. She's fully waterproof and takes great video. Now the GoPro Hero 8 obviously is a much better upgrade. It does have built-in stabilization, so things like my tripod, which I'll get to, and this grip, which is counterweighted, these are all designed to help you hold your camera steady. The GoPro 8 actually has built-in stabilization and about 6 different preset settings for color customization and lens width and things like that. So it does most of the hard work for me and I absolutely love it. That being said, that's the first tool. Second tool, this is an old, actually, Sony camera. Now this is great for macro shots, and we use this for up-close shots like spider webs and cool, creepy things that we find, like body parts, to get really good close-up shots of them. Another tool that we utilize that takes even better pictures than this is Sunshine's phone, actually. She's got an Apple, and it takes fantastic shots, and most of the pictures that you see do come from her and her good camera on her phone, but this is just another source that we utilize for close-up shots if we want something just a little more professional. These two cameras here, they're both digital, but they're just plain old digital cameras, but they're great to set up on a tripod. They've got timers. These a lot of your cameras, if you just look on the bottom, you can hook them up to anything. So these are all universal mounts that can mount up to a tripod or something of the sort. And what we'll do sometimes is just set them up in areas that we can't monitor with our own eyes if we're off in a different part, to try and capture evidence, set it on a timer every 10 seconds, take a picture or so, just to see if something comes through when we have our backs turned, which more often than not, that's what happens. Usually when you turn your back, it's just like fishing. As soon as you're not paying attention, you get a bite. Paranormal investigation, as soon as you're not paying attention, or as soon as your camera dies or you turn it off, that's when the activity goes through the roof. So we like to have multiple backups just in case. Along the same line is this guy. This is actually just a simple trail camera. The fun part about this though is that it does take photo and video, and it's motion activated. So it's not just gonna go off from a dust particle or a bug. It has to be something pretty substantial to trigger the IR or trigger the camera to go off. It is weatherproof. It's not waterproof, but it's weatherproof. So those are all your goods in there. And the best part about this one actually is that it is infrared. So it is a night camera as well. So a lot of times these get overlooked because people think, well, it's just a game trail camera. It actually has pretty good quality. It tracks the motion, and you can set it up at night to track the things that go bump with the IR portion of that.
We used that camera when we set up and left it out that night.
Yep. And it blends in,
double blind,
so you don't have to worry about it getting stolen, and it comes with its own straps. You can hook it up just about anywhere, but again, I mean, just a little bit of motion will trigger this to go off, and it'll capture whatever it is. So that's an underrated tool in my guess. In the IR category is this bad boy. Now this is just a small camcorder. It does regular videos, obviously, but it also has 3 little infrared bulbs up here. And what this allows you to do is film in the dark. And you can buy cold shoe fittings that fit up here that you can add to it to amplify your infrared, but it does a pretty good job by itself. So what we'll do, usually I give this one to Jenny Jumpin' Bean. It's her favorite, and it, right now, it's not recording, but it is on infrared. So even though it's light, it's still picking up infrared.
It's hard. It's got a really bad glare on it.
Oh, well.
And it's nothing that you can do. It's just, oh, here, we get right down there. Yeah, and there we go.
So if we were pitch black right now with no lights, you would be able to see me pretty darn clearly. This is an amazing tool.
You want me to turn the light off?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like without the infrared light on. Now, it's not completely dark in here, but I'm sure you can see my face, but you'll have a little bit of, it's not the best. So when we turn the infrared on, boop, now all of a sudden you can see if there's something creeping behind me. You can make out details of the surroundings. This infrared camera is actually pretty powerful, and I don't know if that camera, I doubt it'll pick it up because of technology.
It is. It's got like little
red dots.
Well, they're kind of purple. Yeah.
They're purple, okay. These are actually shining out light that we can't see, infrared, which will bounce off of all sorts of things that our eyes also can't see, such as spirits, ectoplasm, shadow figures, mist, fog, all sorts of fun stuff. Orbs, it's great for orbs if they've got their own density to them. So this is a great tool, and it's not very expensive. I believe it was probably $70, but it's pretty compact, hardcore, and I love it. This is just another little camcorder. Again, like I said, they all have the same universal mounting. So this is just another recording device that we can set up somewhere we don't have eyes, flat bottom. We can put it on something to capture things when we're not looking. Now, do we need all of these all the time? No, it depends on the situation, but you wanted to know, I'm giving you the inside scoop. That being said, we'll go back to this one. So this was the first camera we started filming on. This is a Canon. It's actually a very nice camera. It takes great pictures. It takes great video. The problem is the stabilization sucked. There's no stabilization built in like most cameras. So my first purchase was this tripod so that I had something better to hold on to, and it got a little better, but it's still super shaky. The frame rate's all wrong. It's hard in low level lighting. But
it's loud too.
It's loud when you autofocus. I'm sure you've heard it. Sounds like a cheese grater. But this camera has caught, so far, the majority of our evidence. We've been doing this a while. So she's well seasoned and been through the ringer, and we love her.
We do.
We still bring her along.
Mm-hmm.
But our go-to is absolutely this one, mainly because I can hook the GoPro up to a head mount and wear it on my head and have my hands free.
Could you put that on your head, please? I would just like to. Right.
It's not for the looks. It's for the shot. You're welcome. This just hooks up right here like this. And it allows me to have my hands free for ninja moves and spider evasion. And also, there's a chest mount, which is weird on girls because it hugs your boobs so perfectly.
So tight.
But this is just a harness, and it goes like this. Obviously, the straps go in the back, but this hooks it right to your chest and allows you also to have your hands free as well. This is good for magnet fishing and all sorts of things, but again, when you're getting in and out of places that may be a little sketchy, it's good to have your hands free. So that is also another reason why we moved to the smaller camera, because this is very large and hard to hide. That is not. That's got its own little tripod and you can still fit it in your pocket. Speaking of tripods, very lightweight. I love this thing. It's very professional. It's got your grips. This locks into place. It's got a hook for your bag. These little feet rotate so you can be on any unstable surface. It's got your typical up and down motion so you can put it where you want it. It's got your side to side motion so you can put it where you want it. And then it's got your, if you don't have enough height on that, it's got this motion so you can make it even taller.
Like a telescope.
As well as fully extendable telescopic legs, so as you can see it gets pretty tall. And goes right back to being compact. So this I believe was like 30 bucks, but it is absolutely, goes everywhere with us. It's an essential part for everything. It's even got a little level on it, but it's great. Again, it's got the universal mount, which screws into your camera here. And you can screw this on any one of these cameras, and you can get extra one of these, so you can just literally pop and go, pop and go. So if you wanted to switch your camera out, take it, put it on the hot shoe, lock it in, and you're good to go. And the last piece of photography that we use would be our drone. Now this is a big boy here. This is a Phantom DJI Pro 3. Now this bad boy has been outfitted for my personal taste. It doesn't come with all these bells and whistles, but the first thing you want to do if you're gonna get a drone is take your pilot's quiz and get it registered with the FAA, because you do have to be registered to pilot a drone. Secondly, they make all sorts of sizes now. I like this one because I can't lose it. Secondly, this camera on here, this camera shoots in 4K. It takes still photos as well as video. And if we take off the guard, put a battery in, you'll see that it has its own built-in gimbal. So that's her doing her warm-up. But you'll see, if you keep your eye on the camera, as it's flying through the air, see how that camera's not moving? And that is what gives you those beautiful soaring shots of the landscape, is because this thing could be hidden through some major turbulence and that bad boy's not moving. And that is what you want to look for in a drone, is something with a built-in gimbal, because this is going to take your shots from newbie to professional. That makes all the difference in the world, trust me, because you will hit some turbulence and a few trees.
Branches.
Everything.
Everything.
I would also invest in some of these guards because it has saved my butt more than once, and you will be surprised at how quick you break your props in the meantime. Also, these little landing legs I've purchased, and that just sort of, you have a rough landing, it protects the camera because you're landing on this, not this. With that, of course, you're going to want to get extra batteries because these do run out very quickly. You're going to want something to stabilize your camera on the gimbal. You'll probably want to invest in some different shutters and shades, depending on what kind of shots you're taking, and some different filters. You'll only need these, however, if you don't have a good editing program. I've learned with the editing program, you can take anything bad out that you want and add your own color, which kind of cheats, but whatever. And with that, of course, you have your controls. You will need some sort of phone or tablet to fly your drone. I found with a bigger screen, it's easier for me to navigate and see exactly what shots I'm taking. So I just fly it on an iPad. However, it's not always feasible to have such a big thing, especially when the weather permits. All right, so that's it for the boring photography part of everything we use to capture. Next, we'll dive into the ghost stuff. First on the list, we have our temperature readers. So this is good for if there's any cold spots or hot spots or anything like that. This little guy has a laser, and he will take the ambient temperature of the room, and you can quickly and easily get a gauge of what the surrounding temperatures are doing. Of course, you have your assorted array of different flashlights. You need them not only to keep yourself safe, but also to make good film photography, because it's hard to do so in these dank places sometimes. And you need just extra things to light up where you're going.
Did you say dank?
I said dank. And now to the good goods. You'll want to have something that you can test your surroundings around you. You're going to use all 5 of your senses when you do stuff like this. The easiest way to be able to capture the evidence so that the viewer or the person you're telling the story to is to have your evidence. And the best way to do that is with gadgets. So this, everybody I'm sure knows what this is. This is a K2 meter. And what this does is take the electromagnetic field readings around you. So of course for me it's not going to go off, but spirits are known to have set off their own magnetic fields, and you can actually feel that. It's what they call static, or when your hair stands up on end, this can measure that. So if there's something that's giving off electromagnetic waves, it will show it by spiking. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's on the middle green guy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess
So
it's
that
yellow.
is measuring the EMF, and it's showing it right there on a scale that you can actually see. So if there was a spirit in this general area, then that would certainly light up, and you've seen that all before. One of my favorites is the S-Box. Now recently I did an upgrade on this, or a downgrade I guess. I took the antenna off of this because it was picking up all the radio stations, because that's what it does. It sweeps through the radio frequencies. Now I took this off because I didn't want it to pick up all those radio frequencies. I wanted to see if something could come through in the white noise. And I've only had 2 chances to test this. I'm not sure what my conclusion is on it yet. You do get a lot less interference with this, but it also makes it a little less exciting. So we'll see how that goes. But what this does, like I said, it either forward or in reverse will sweep through radio waves, I believe at every half second, change. And what it's doing, or what the theory is that spirits can manipulate the white noise to come through and speak. So what this does, it just provides a platform for them to do so. So if we turn it on now, again, I did take the antenna off. So this is on the FM wave, and I'll just put it through a scan. Then you can either turn it off or cover it to ask your questions. Is there anybody here with us right now? What'd that say?
I am.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
Sir, what's your name? Hi. I really hate to do this to you. This is very exciting, but we're making a different kind of video right now. So if you don't mind, I'm going to turn this off just for a little bit, and then I'll come back and talk to you later at a different time. Is that okay? Okay, go ahead. All right, thank you. So that was fun. So So my personal belief is a specific place doesn't have to be haunted in order for you to get in contact with spirits that want to communicate. So that might have been a great example right there of us just turning this on for fun and possibly having a communication with somebody that wanted to communicate, which I will go back and communicate with them after I finish this video. But taking the antenna off, it's got a real long antenna, just sort of diminishes the chances that something can come through that's not a spirit, that, you know, just is a commercial and it just so happens to say run for your life. You never know. But that's the S-Box, and this is probably my favorite tool. Another one that a lot of you have seen, and this is the last one we'll show you, of course, is a Necrophonics app. This is just an app that you can download on your phone, and it has a preloaded sound bank, and the theory behind that is that spirits, again, can manipulate energy. They can manipulate the words in the sound bank in order to convey a message. Is that same gentleman still here? A lot of it comes through as jumbled. Thank you. You know, this can't be scientifically proven because it is a phone app. However, we have gotten some really great responses come through, words that really can't be programmed into a sound bank. A great example of this, again, is our friends, I Want to Believe You. They're over in England, and they're actually getting accents that are coming through the waves. So they're not programming accents into the app. It's just an app. So it is interesting to see what comes out of this because you never really know. And last but not least, I know that was the last, this is the last. These are just simple copper divining rods. Now, people in the day used to use these to find different elements such as water. Copper is the most sensitive of metals when it comes to picking up different frequencies of waves and energy and elements. They can also detect electricity, and some people think that you can speak to spirits through them. I, for one, agree. Again, spirits are made out of energy, and these pick them up. So the way that I haven't used these very often on camera, I do use these off camera, but you just hold them out, and it's going to be hard because we have a lot of electronics on the table. You hold them out, steady them, and then you tell the spirits, if there's anybody here that would like to communicate, please cross the rods if you have a message for somebody. Make them into a big X. Okay, uncross them, please. All the way. Thank you. So this is a way that you can speak to the spirits and very physically interact with them. We have a jokester on our hands over here. I like it. So I'm going to plan to do more with these. It's sort of a personal thing for me, but I think that people get tired of the same old stuff they're seeing. So stay tuned for this in another upcoming video. Maybe I'll share this, our conversations that we have with the spirits with these, because they truly are fun, and it's just very simple. There's no tricks or gimmicks or electricity or anything else. It's just moving right through you, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we hope you enjoyed this little tour of our What's in Our Bag video for Vlogmas Day 8.
Can you show them your nice bag?
Oh, you want to see the bag itself?
Yeah.
Yes. This is my cute little carrying case for the GoPro. Everything has a spot, and every spot has a thing. Look at this cute little light. Boop.
Oh gosh.
So this little guy just fits right on top. So that's one bag. That's all of the GoPro goodies. Let me put these back in here. These are spare batteries that can go everywhere. This is another light that goes everywhere. Okay. Now, this bag, actually, it's dual purpose. So this holds the drone. This holds the drone, but it also holds some of my other tools as well. So spare battery, the S-Box will go over here in its own little pocket. The K2 meter goes over here in its own little pocket. Everything has a place in the thing. So the drone actually sits right in here, and it's got little caps to protect it. Boom, like that. And then that gets shut up with some other things in there. These guys that I have hooked on there, this one is for the game cam. This one is for the night cam. Of course, there's a whole separate bag that's full of cords and cards and you name it. It's not easy, guys. It's a whole production. And we're not sitting in our living room doing it. We're on the move. And we're in dirty, wet places that are dangerous. So, is all of this necessary? No.
No. But does she bring it all with her every single time we go out? Yes. Yes,
I mean,
yes, she does.
There's even
Yep.
There's even a spot so this is where the magic happens.
Let me know if you have any questions. Put them down in the comments below.
Let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave them in the comments below. Again, don't forget, if you want any information on any of the stuff, the links will be below, but we are happy to answer any questions that you may have on any of the stuff. This is not just stuff that is laying around. This is stuff that we utilize just about every time we go out. And some of the stuff doesn't always come out, but it goes with us, and we've used every single product on this table. So if you have any questions, just let us know. You can email us at abandonedreclamation@gmail.com, or reach out on Twitter or Facebook, or just write me a message on YouTube. That being said, we will see you guys on the next adventure, which ironically is tomorrow. So
don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We appreciate every single one of you. And that's a wrap.
very good.